we're back for another brew day. Today I'm actually brewing my first, I guess you could call it my beer, if you will. I am doing a NEIPA, called it the, whatever I called it, the brew time NEIPA. Fairly simple, right? So, yeah, essentially it's got a grain bill that's pretty typical in NEIPAs as well, which I'll share with you shortly. But yeah, looking forward to it. Just got my mash water heating up at the moment. Sanitize all my gear as well. There's been a fair bit going on. But yeah, let's get into it. Probably something I haven't shown on video is just some water chemistry. I've only just started the water chemistry, probably for my first 6 or 7 batches. I haven't used that, but I used it in my West Coast IPA recently with a bit of gypsum, and yeah, I think I can definitely taste the difference. So I highly recommend anyone yeah, doing this at home. Yeah, definitely get onto it pretty cheap from your local brew shop there as well. Plug it straight into Brewfather too. I think it's incredibly important to make sure you're getting the right temperature before you start to mash as well. Obviously you want it a few degrees higher. As you can see, there's a bit of a discrepancy. So you've got 72.7, and then down here it's telling me it's 76, right? So yeah, just make sure, certainly if you're using the Brewzilla, I've got the 3.1.1 as well, that yeah, you're getting the right temperature before you mash. Obviously that's going to come down once I put my grain in as well, and so I want to aim for about a 66 degree mash. Alright, we're coming up to the end of the mash. I'm going to do 10 minute mash out at 76 degrees, so that shouldn't take hopefully too long, and then we're going to start to sparge. How good. Oh yeah, little rugrat Archie's here as well. Alright. As you can see, Frankie's just shooing away a crow. Cool, we're sitting at 63.5 in the mash, but the water coming out is actually at 66, so just to give you a fair indication of where that's at. And if I do put it further down as well, it does sort of jump up just a smidge there too, so yeah, safe to say obviously we're in that mash temperature zone, but sometimes yeah, it's just a bit hard to get a reading on what the actual mash temp is, but we're there, it's good. Alright, we are sparging now, and as I mentioned, I think it was about 10.5 litres, roughly around that mark. Just tasted the wort, and it tastes absolutely delicious, so looking forward to seeing how it turns out when we chuck some hops in as well. Should be good. Another fairly hazy wort, how about that? So now we're just doing a pre-boil gravity reading. We'll see if we're on target for 1.058 as an OG. Alright, we've got our bittering hops going in. We've got 7.2 grams and ended up being of Citra. God, they smell good too. So we'll chuck them in now. Yeah, so here we go. Right, I'm just about to start my hop stand. I just did a temperature check on, oops, I just dropped a hop. Temperature check, and it's at 78 degrees at the moment. So I'm going to bite the bullet and go with 78 degrees. So I've got 50 grams of Mosaic and 50 grams of Galaxy, and then I'm just going to get my 50 grams of Citra in a moment. Right, just taking the post-boil gravity reading. Just cooling down at the moment. Probably should put the lid back on, but anyway, we're down to 38 degrees, so I'm about to pop it in the fermenter once it gets a little bit cooler, and we'll pitch our yeast. Going with Kveik again, just easier in the garage, just because it ranges from about kind of, yeah, 25 to 30 degrees, even this time of year in May. So here we go. Right, here we are, we've got a little photographer. Don't press it. Alright, pouring the Brew Time Hazy IPA number. Alright. Let's see how it pours. There it is, look. There's the colour. Super hazy. Alright. And bring it over now. Alrighty, it is time. This is what no, they can hear us. Alright, there's the brew. Super hazy, as you can tell. So obviously my first recipe. Yeah, I was super happy with the brew as well. Even when it's supported, then just popping already. Heaps of passion fruit I can smell. Even like it's really weird, but like a bubble gum, it's bubble gum or something, or candy. Blueberries are in there as well. Mango. Seems like a fruit punch, doesn't it? Alright. Super silky smooth on the mouth. Almost like pillowy, even in a way. Bitterness really low, or really subtle, good amount. That's super happy with that, eh? Probably I was talking to someone as well. I think even like popping in Simcoe or something like that might also even enhance it even more. Someone's tired. Oh man, but in terms of a brew, that's fantastic. Quite economical as well. Probably looking at about $75 for the brew. So that's really good for a hazy NEIPA as well. Ended up being that 5.8% too. So I think, where do we fall on the original gravity? Final gravity, I should say. I'll just double check for us while I keep tasting. Oh, spillage. Classic in YouTube, isn't it? I spilled it. I spilled it, Baba. Yeah, that's right. I think you're funny, aren't you, hey? Sorry, I'm just trying to find out where the final gravity was. Yeah, so final gravity was 1.011. So 5.8%. So again, really, at that mark, kind of where you, probably hazy IPAs are generally around that mark, aren't they? I was hoping it was a little bit higher from an AB, like aim for that 6% mark, but hides it really well anyway, I think. Yeah, passion fruit. Passion fruit. Is yours passion fruit too? Yeah. Yeah, passion fruit, like that bubblegum or candy even, is super prominent. Probably going to get better as it gets warmer as well, so we'll wait for that, hey? Alrighty, we just waited a couple of minutes just for it to warm up. One thing I wanted to mention too, I did use Kveik yeast in this as well. And I know with a lot of the beers that I've done Kveik yeast there as well, there is heaps of like kind of, what I find anyway is it's very melony. Esters, very citrus esters there as well, which is nothing wrong with it as well. Probably is the haziness to it as well, right? Like adds to the haziness, if you will. So I am going to try next time doing like a hophead yeast from Mangrove Jacks or something like that. Just to again try it out. I'm going to brew this probably 3 or 4 times as well before I probably get to my final product that I really like at home. But again, reason I mentioned the Kveik with the melon is that it's kind of opened up a little bit more too. I'm getting heaps of different notes as well. Yeah, this is not as much melon, but yeah, pineapple, blueberry, mango. Yeah, that's beautiful.
I'm tired.
Yeah, you're tired. I'm going to bed soon anyway. You're just finishing your dinner. So, Ripper, thanks for watching anyway. Make sure you like, subscribe. Going to be releasing a couple more videos. And I'm thinking about doing a food pairing with this beer as well. I think it would go really well with like a buttered chicken or even a... Yeah, good timing. Like a nice curry or something as well. Look, to be honest, it's going to go well with anything, but I'll do a food pairing as well. All right, cheers, everyone.